looking at all the different responses that the member states use to reduce infectious diseases, overdose deaths, and to reach drug users. So because there was a lot of controversy about drug consumption facilities and several member states implement the rooms, we decided in the work plan 2002-2003 to review all the available documentation, the studies conducted, and to look at their effects according to the perceived risks or advantages of the rooms. And we published a study in 2004. The study basically summarizes more than 60 available gray and published studies. It's sometimes not so easy to access the documentation. But we're looking back at a history of more than 20 years of these rooms in Europe since the mid-80s. We have analyzed everything that we could get in terms of documentation. And we have also included not only European studies, but also the first 18 months of the trial in Australia already available. With regards to the objectives that the rooms try to reach, we could find that the major objective to get in touch with a very difficult target group and to reach them with health messages and health services was an objective that the rooms are really able to document that they can reach. With regard to prevention of infectious diseases, the self-reported change in behavior, the learning of hygienic injecting, and the basically also experiencing the situation of hygienic injecting in the room was from the self-report of the users also a change that could be achieved. There's no studies that can show how far rooms have really prevented injections. There are only model studies that help us to estimate this. There's no direct trial of this possible. With regard to drug-related death, there were then findings from the Australian study that showed that even while there had been a huge reduction in heroin availability during the time, it was still likely that death had been prevented. And we looked also at the results from a study in Germany that found that the huge number of injections supervised in those rooms would under normal circumstances have led to a number of deaths, and there is no documented drug-related death, overdose deaths yet in such a center. So we did not finally make any recommendations. We just analyzed the available evidence, and we are hoping to do an update of this report to be published next year.